it's not going to be signed in time, at least according to the timeline that the White House and US President Joe Biden had. They wanted this bill of comprehensive police reform to be... just got to be careful here with some gunshots. Excuse me.
You can't make this stuff up, y'all. What's going on, y'all? Eric Moser here with Cobra Conversations. Thanks for joining me. Before we jump into the video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss out on any of my newer content. I'm sitting at home checking out Instagram, and this video pops up of a shooting that takes place just as this news reporter is discussing, of all things, comprehensive police reform. I'm going to read a short article to you, and then we'll jump right into the video. This is from Real Clear Politics. Drive-by shooting at George Floyd Square on first anniversary of death. Associated Press. Bystanders at the Minneapolis intersection where George Floyd died ducked for cover as gunshots rang out nearby. No immediate injuries were reported. An Associated Press journalist reported hearing as many as 30 gunshots. ABC News was on scene as gunfire erupted near George Floyd Square in Minneapolis. That's pretty wild, pretty ironic. The irony, you really can't match it. Of all topics, I really want y'all to see it. If you haven't seen it yet, you got to check this out.
Well, look, it's not going to be signed in time, at least according to the timeline that the White House and US President Joe Biden had. They wanted this bill of comprehensive police reform to be... just got to be careful here with some gunshots. Excuse me. It sounds like gunshots. I don't know what this is. These seem to be gunshots.
My man needs to go sit down somewhere before he gets hit with a stray bullet. And the way this car took off, I wonder if it had something to do with it. Pretty wild, y'all. Hey, what do y'all think about that? Comment down below. But this should come as no surprise or shock to anyone who has followed the defund the police movement. What we're typically seeing, what we typically hear is that crime escalates all over. Now, I already heard when I was watching the testimony of Derek Chauvin that wasn't a good place, that wasn't a safe place, that it was a known crime or known high crime area. So this kind of just demonstrates it. Now, we know shootings can break out almost anywhere. That's very possible. But I find it ironic that it happens on this day of all days and during a filming where they're discussing comprehensive police reform. Now, I think police reform is necessary. I'm an advocate for it. I think police officers should be trained to a higher extent. There should be a higher standard when it comes to policing, when it comes to their tactics, when it comes to their physical fitness, when it comes to their overall knowledge base. I think there's no question about it that policing can always improve and has always improved. That's a point that is often missed in this discussion, that policing has continually evolved and transformed for the better for decades, with the indoctrination of use of force policies and laws, Graham versus Connor, Tennessee versus Garner, with all the various means and methods by which officers have improved, greater standards for shootings. Typically, when this conversation comes up, people never discuss those facts, but those are the realities. Police shootings have plummeted over the decades. But again, that's almost never brought up. And when you talk about this comprehensive police reform that the general public or mainstream media it typically understands, You're talking about taking away the police officer's ability to be able to defend himself and to be able to defend the public in many cases. Now, I know not everyone adheres to that, and I know not everyone follows these concepts. As time goes on in the middle of this current climate we're in with this overwhelming social justice movement, this PC era, this era of critical theory, critical race theory, this era of Black Lives Matter, you see people who want to just eliminate the police. And there are many politicians who go along with it, who ignorantly go along for the ride. But time and time again, and I will continue to proclaim this and speak this every opportunity that I get, time and time again, you will see that crime goes up. And I'm glad that this happened on this day with people talking about it so people can understand it. And prayerfully, people will start to wake up and understand that the police have a vital role in our society and that there are consequences when you seek to abolish them or defund them. And those are real. And it's happening all over our country right now as we speak. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire situation. Are you an advocate for defunding the police? Do you see the dangers that come with defunding the police? I definitely do, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, make sure you check out this video because I think this will help you out when we're discussing this whole issue. In the meantime, stay safe, God bless, and make sure you join the conversation.